Hey y'all, I'm gonna try to record this, but I'm on my way to the city and it just be too much traffic. I don't got time. I wanna be focused on the road and not on my phone. But this has been on my spirit since this morning. So I was at Quick Trip. I stopped at Quick Trip to get a coffee on the way to taking my son to school, and somebody seen his uniform and said, does he go to so-and-so? And I said, yeah. And she said, do you like it? And I said, nah, but we not finna go nowhere else right now. And so then I ended up, after I got my coffee and checked out, we ended up having a conversation. And the biggest issue that I have with my son's school is that some of the parents or some of the teachers, they tend to talk to the kids in a way that they should not be talking to the kids, and they do it up under the guise of, I treat my kids like they my babies, like these my babies. And if you know me, then you know I don't let nobody take possession of my son, because wasn't nobody in labor for 17 hours but me. I was the only one in labor for 17 hours, so can't nobody else say that he belongs to them. And with that being said, you got to treat my child like he got a mama. Like he got a mama who will come up here and straighten things out should she need to, whether it be straighten him out or straighten a teacher out or straighten a principal out or straighten a parent out, whatever the case may be. He got a mama who protects him and who guards him. He don't have to act no type of way because he don't have to defend himself. He's a child. He got a mama who will defend him, right? And I keep that philosophy. Like when people talk about how my child is, as far as like, he real innocent. Like my child is a child. I don't play little children being in grown folks' business. My son has never seen me kiss a man. He never seen me be physical with he's never seen nothing like that. My baby is dinosaurs and light up shoes a kid, right? And I expect for him to stay in the kid's place for as long as I'm able to keep him there, because the world is going to teach him things that I don't want him to know before his time. The world is going to teach him things that I might say is bad things. I don't have no control over that. What I do have control of is what I allow him to be surrounded by when he's in my presence. And I keep him guarded in that way. So, I don't allow him to be around kids who act grown. I don't allow him to be around certain adults. I don't feel like I have to, like, there's even some people who've been like, he need to be in the hood. He need to be roughened up because he's so green. You know what green represents to me for my son? Innocence. My son is innocent, and I need him to be innocent. I hope this is the right one. Yeah. I need him to be innocent. I don't need him to know stuff that a 5-year-old shouldn't be knowing. I don't need him to know stuff that grown people do. My baby don't need to know none of that stuff. So, I'm telling the lady that, like, how I have an issue with how the teachers be wanting to talk, and I say, like, my child, he's very much like me. We are twins. We are both very emotional, but we are both very nonchalant as well. And when it comes to our nonchalantness, it go from one extreme to the next. It can go from, I'm very much unbothered. Like there's nothing that you do that I can't even react to it. And then the other level is, I'm gonna show you just how much I don't care. I'm finna wild out. That's what we both have that in common. We both can go from very much unbothered to I'm unbothered, but I'm finna bother you. And I got a lot of respect for my child because he got his own autonomy. Like he make his own, he's his own person. And I know some people might listen to that and be like, no, you his mama, you supposed to lead, you supposed to do that. Listen, I do lead him. I lead him in the way that he should go and how he should do things. But one of the things that I had to learn when my child went through this phase where he was acting up a lot at school, and I was real depressed because I was like, I don't teach him to act like this. Why is he acting like this? He's his own person. He's his own person. He makes his own decisions. And all I can do as his mother is ensure that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm doing right by him. But being that he is his own person, he is a regular human being. Kids are human beings. Kids are not just kids. There are a lot of adults who diminish and minimize kids just because they are a kid. They don't have a voice. They're not worthy of respect or nothing like that. I don't do that with nobody's kid. Not mine, not nobody else. I treat everybody with respect. I treat everybody like they're valued, like they matter to me. And so I understand my child. When he get like that, I understand him. Right? So this is how I'm able to, like, when I talk to the teachers, I'm like, listen, I know it can be frustrating having the kids, a classroom full of kids and stuff like that, but please don't talk to my child crazy, because what's going to happen is he's not going to show up as his best self. He's going to show up like he don't care, and it's going to reflect in his grades. And it did reflect in his grades. At the beginning of the year, he had a teacher who talked to him in ways that she should not have, and it showed. It showed to the point where I thought maybe he was special needs and he needed extra help, which is nothing wrong with that, but my child has always been advanced because I've always done things with him. So when I'm seeing this, I'm like, this don't make sense. And then he gets with a new teacher, and he's all A's and B's. Like, he's one of 4 advanced kids in the classroom, to where she's going to the teachers to get first grade work for him. He's only in kindergarten. I watched my baby. I didn't believe her when she said that he was one of the first people to finish his work. I watched him. I gave him a homework sheet with like 10 to 15 questions. I watched him finish it in under 2 minutes. I gave him the homework sheet. I went to wash dishes. I washed 3 dishes and he was done. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating. I looked at him like, I just gave that to you. He was done, and the answers was right. So I just went off in a little tangent because I wanted to boost my baby up. But I say all that to say, I think about how protective I am as a mother. You cannot play with my child all type of ways. You cannot talk to my child all type of ways. You cannot handle him all type of ways. He got a mama who is there. He has a mother who is very present. He got a mama who don't play that. And a lot of the reason why I don't play that is because I had a mother who did play that. And so I was very disrespected when I was a child growing up, and I didn't have nobody be my voice. So I was my voice, but it came off because I was a child and I spoke out of turn. It came off as I was a very rebellious and very disrespectful child, and that wasn't it. It just wasn't. It just was, you wasn't going to be able to talk to me all type of ways. And I realized where I am now as an adult is that a lot of the times when those adults, they talk to you like you don't matter. They talk to you like you're not valued. They talk to you like animals. That's how I was talked to growing up. I was talked to like animals. Like, adults were my first bullies. I was never bullied by kids. Adults were my first bullies. And I think about how hard I go for my child to avoid it, to make sure don't nobody mistreat him. And then I got on YouTube today and I seen somebody make a community post referencing Isaiah chapter 54, I believe. There's some verses that are like, a mother doesn't forget her child. A mother doesn't forget the child that she had, or the child that feeds at her breast. She doesn't forget the child. So if a mother doesn't do that, don't you know that God won't do that? And after I read that, I was like, dang, so that's how you feel about us. Because I know how hard I go for my baby, y'all. I know, only God himself can keep me from getting to someone if I needed to get to someone for my child. And I say that in the most humble way. I don't play about my child. I don't. And so imagine God loving us that much when he don't play about us as well. And so when we find ourselves losing certain things or losing certain people, this is why, because God don't play about you. God is not going to play with you. God is not going to allow anybody else to mishandle you. And it just takes me back to like how I have found myself like at a place where I'm like, y'all, I know and understand my worth in God. I know what God has told me about myself. And so I'm not going to let nobody treat me crazy. I'm not going to let nobody treat me outside of that. Like, you cannot talk to me all type of ways. You cannot do me all type of ways. I need you to be present because I'm present. I need you to be a little more high effort because I'm high effort. Like, you can't just treat me like I'm a regular person. And I think about how that has caused a lot of people to be shed from me. And at first I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. Like, dang, do I have myself on this pedestal that I don't need to have myself on? And it's like, no, like, stand on that boundary, because I treat you, God, I treat you like fine china. I want you to treat yourself like fine china. And I want you to make sure the people who handle you treat you like fine china. So, it's just a reminder that some of the things that we don't have, y'all, it's because that environment ain't ready to treat us how God treats us. And if that environment is not ready, then give God the time and space and let him get that environment ready so that you can be treated like the fine china you are. Don't be in a rush to be misused and abused and dismissed by the people in the environments that God is calling to love on you and to replenish you and to refresh you and to be productive for you and for you to produce in. Sometimes we be in a rush to get to these things, and these people that God has taken us to, these things, these environments that we ready to get into, they not ready to grow us the way that God wants to grow us. They do more damage. They do more damage than they should. They do more damage than they're intended to, because we're in a rush to get somewhere that is not ready for us. So this speaks to me in so many different areas. It speaks to me in so many different ways. Let God prepare your environment. Let God prepare your people for you. Don't be in a rush to get to these people who are not going to handle you right. Don't be in a rush to get to this new job and the manager is such a butthole. Then you're like, bro, I could have stayed where I was at, because at least I was respected. At least I was valued. Right? Don't be in a rush to get to some place that's not going to treat you right. Don't be in a rush to get to a person who don't know how to handle you yet. And some of them, they not handling you wrong, but they not handling you right. Like, do that make sense? Like, you need more catering to. You need more loving, and they not prepared to give that to you yet. They not equipped to give that to you yet. They don't know how to love you. And this is where they're saying the man or woman from God, or even your friends, because this is not just about relationships, but they're gonna know how to love you because they're gonna go to God on your behalf to figure out how to love you, right? And so I think about some of the less than likable qualities that I have. Like, sometimes I can disconnect from my friends. Sometimes they can go really long periods without hearing from me, but some of them don't take it personal. Like, they just respect me. They respect I have life going on. They respect that they have life going on, and it's okay. Some of them, like for instance, when I went to Jamaica, I had a little attitude. I had an attitude because I wasn't prepared to get in no water. Like, I don't like water. I don't like large bodies of water. So I wasn't trying to get in no pools or nothing like that. They wanted to go on 2 different excursions that involved water and boats. And I felt like they didn't consider me, because I'm like, all right, if I'm saying I'm going to get on one boat with y'all because I want to stay with the group, then the least y'all can do is like do something that I want to do. But if y'all don't want to do what I want to do, then be okay with me not going with y'all. So be okay with me staying in the hotel or staying at the resort, because I'm already budging and doing something that I don't want to do to stay with the group. But we not no pushover. We not no pushover. So y'all not gonna keep putting me in a position where I gotta choose what y'all want to do. Right? We can either compromise, or y'all can go and I can say, here, y'all enjoy y'all time, I enjoy my time, because we both paid. We all paid to get the best experience possible. It don't have to include each other. Right? And they respected that. So the nights that they went out to the club, I stayed at the resort and went to bed or talked to my son. I didn't go, and they didn't force me to go, and it wasn't no problem, because guess what? They still had a ball, and I had a ball in that bed watching TV. Right? So, I say that to say, like, these people are gonna know how to handle you. They're gonna know how to love you through your less than best moments, and it's worth that wait. It's worth the wait. The environment, the people, the community, the tribe, the family, it's worth that wait. So understand that God loves you in a way that He is protecting you from certain things that you don't even know that you need protecting from. He is protecting you from some things that will crush you, that will crush your spirit, that will crush your heart, that will truly pull you out of purpose, because you will find yourself having to be the opposite. For me, I always say that my purpose is to serve and love on people. And there are some people that have hurt me so bad that when I am around them, I immediately go into defense mode. I immediately am defending myself. Before they even say anything, I'm altering my mind, altering my heart to be defensive, which means my heart is no longer soft. It is now hard, because I feel like I got to be hard around these people. And that's not how God wants me. So I think about the times that He has removed me from these people because I wasn't serving my purpose being around them. I wasn't being my best self. I wasn't being the lover that I am. So yeah, God is protecting us from these things it could even be the things that He's given us. It could even be the people that He's given us, but He is still protecting us. We still have to be protected, because these things given to us at the wrong time, prematurely, before it's ready, they will not do right by us. It will not be the good environment for us. So that's just encouragement to wait on God, and just know that if you are waiting on God for something and he has not given it to you, he is protecting you. He is protecting you from something. Protecting you from something. Let God protect you. Let him keep you from harm. Let him keep you from being hurt. That is all I have to say today, y'all. Y'all be blessed and enjoy your day.